stable.
Wish I could say the same for myself.
Rick, I know what you're going through. And I wish I could help. I'm sorry, I can't help you. Bobbie, did you see Rick? Yes. Where'd he go? He left. What kind of shape was he in? Not good. Monica, he looks like he's falling apart.
Well, who can blame him, Bobbie, really? I mean, this man has gone through more than anyone should have to. And he's done it twice. I mean, he had the murder trial with Leslie, now he's got one with Ginny.
He's had some rough times.
Yes, not to mention the fact that his patients are leaving him, except for that man in OR at the moment. Most of all his patients will not let Rick Weber come anywhere near them.
As if his skills have suffered.
Well, you have to admit that he was shaky in there.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was, except I have to admit that if I were in his shoes, I wouldn't be able to prescribe an aspirin, let alone perform surgery.
Well, fortunately, the patient's all right.
It's just the doctor has seen better days. Well, fortunately, the trial is going to come up soon. And hopefully be over quickly. It'll be a short ordeal. That'll be nice for Rick and Mike. I don't know about Ginny. However, I don't know if that's a short trial would be to her advantage.
I couldn't care less.
Wait a minute, Bobbie. What do you mean by that? Excuse me, but you're a very important factor in this trial. I mean, you can get on that stand and you can tell everybody just what a monster that Brock was.
Brock may have been a monster. At times, but only to me. Not to anybody else.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that Brock beat me up. And maybe he wanted to kill me that night. Not Ginny Blake. I know the truth. And when they put me on the stand, I'm willing to tell the truth. Isn't Monica coming?
She's going to be late. She's been held up at an emergency surgery at the hospital. What about Grant?
Oh, I don't know Grant's plans.
I think he's going to want to talk to you.
Oh, why?
He has good news.
What?
I'm going to let him tell you.
Well, I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you, because I don't know when I'll see him next.
I do hope we can have a Beaux-Arts ball for Charles. It's not just, it's a worthy cause, but it would be so much fun.
Or at least something like that. It's certainly long overdue for a city this size.
Oh, I agree, Audrey, I agree. But why did it take you so long to organize it?
Well, I didn't realize that I was in charge of the culture of poor Charles.
Well, somebody has to do it.
Well, I, for one, will give it my wholehearted support, and I'll see that Edward is generous in his backing, too.
Oh, yes, I know all about this little scheme of Alan's. It's not a bad idea, but it's strictly small potatoes, of course. Of course. However, I would listen to what he has to say. He might surprise you. Oh, I intend to.
Excuse me, Edward, but may I steal Sean away for just a moment? I need an entrepreneur's input on fundraising. Come on over here, would you?
What else wrong with me? I know a thing or two on that particular subject. What particular subject? Oh, Alan, there you are. I want you to know I just put a plug in for you with Sean Donnelly.
You did?
Oh, yeah. You should be able to close that deal anytime now.
I already did.
What? When?
This afternoon, Grant and I ironed out all the details. See that? You're not the only entrepreneur in the family. As a matter of fact, you've been very nice to me. I may give you some tips on business one day.
The day I go bankrupt is the day I'll ask you for financial advice, my boy.
Oh, don't worry about that. I won't let you lose everything, Dad. Well, thanks very much.
Look, as you know, all of the city commissioners were appointed by Luke, and their terms of office are coming up for renewal in the fall.
You thinking of getting rid of some deadwood?
No. On the contrary, I hope all of my people are planning to stay on for another term. I know Robert's having second thoughts, but you're not, are you, Dan?
Oh, no. I'll stay as long as you'll have me.
Brian?
Lee, I haven't really given it much thought.
Well, I have, and I hope you'll quit. No offense, Lee, but I think Brian's being a commissioner has cost us enough already. I think you should quit and get a real job.
Oh, dear.
As I said, Lee, I haven't really given it much thought, but obviously Claudia has.
What about Rick? Is he going to stay on as health commissioner?
Well, I haven't talked to him yet.
That's probably one of the last things on his mind these days.
Poor guy. The hospital's been flooded with mail lately. Unfortunately, a distinguished portion of it is highly unsympathetic.
My office has been getting a lot of hate mail directed at Rick, too.
Well, he didn't do anything.
He had the misfortune to marry a girl who's had a lot of publicity lately. All of it bad.
I don't want to see a good man lost because of public pressure. I hope I can persuade him to stay on.
You'll have to try to convince him that his present image won't damage your administration.
Speaking of images, there's a young man who's turned his around fast.
What the hell is he doing here?
What, this party's to raise money. He's got a ton of it.
Please, don't mention that to me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, for heaven's sake, Art, it's an honor.
Hi, Audrey. Everything looks lovely.
Oh, thank you. You know, we've been talking about fundraising projects. I would like you to hear this. Come along with me, will you?